It's Madden NFL 24, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. CD, big changes underfoot here in the Desert 3. Most notably, new coaching staff. But I guess change seems inevitable when you come off a 4-13 season, does it not?
Absolutely. I think you're perfectly on track with that. And I think some of the change is going to be on offense where they were a little more wide open. But now, a bit more buttoned up, I would anticipate. And on defense, head coach, that's his background. I think he's going to throw a lot of different things at teams, trying to keep his team in contention.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl, went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Stafford going to put it up right away. And his first look is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 5-yard catch, and the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season. But injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown in the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Murray now on 1st down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Play action. Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play, and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Greg George deep for Arizona. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and Nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Murray. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Got it complete to James Conner. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Connor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished 2nd amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first and 10, Stafford.
A short throw taken in by Long.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A give to Williams, running right.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's over the middle. And
unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Again, a run with Connor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 6. Here's Murray from midfield. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Out of the shotgun, they'll run. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On the counter, here's Williams. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing on third down, Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Connor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. Going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
Going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
Be more. You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Murray now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Throwing now is Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, Stafford here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ethan Evans on now to punt. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go, baby. Let's be perfect. Let's ride, dog. It's game time. Whatever it takes, I'll get it.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Murray. Oh, Pascal able to hold that one in. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Williams. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
It's showtime, baby.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Motion left, Kupp. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 89 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Murray, strong running, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Murray now, third and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now this one complete on the slant route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first effort, to the right side and complete to Atwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Hey, what we got? Let's go, man. It's one play at a time, baby. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Let's go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down at Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 yards to go, second down. Stafford looks to throw again. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. Stafford. A short throw taken in by Long. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They give it to Williams, running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. James Conner and the Cardinal offense ready to get back to work.
And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it.
Murray now on first down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Murray a give. This is Conner.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Murray now. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3,
I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, and don't tell everyone how many I have.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run here with Connor, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Stafford here. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.